What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT. And welcome, guys, to yet another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to every single one of you guys who are already in the building. Appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys. I see a lot of you guys already in the building, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys who are already here. Make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. And yeah, man, listen, welcome to yet another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, this is your, as you guys know, this is your number one stop shop for the latest Barcelona news. And listen, guys, this is going to be a very, very good show, guys. This is going to be a very, very good show. We're going to have a lot of things we're going to talk about, including, guys, the arrival of Marcus Rashford, guys. He's officially at the club. He's officially a Barcelona player. We're going to get into all of that. We're going to also get into the arrival of what he talked about. We're also going to be talking about some of his quotes, right? The things that he said on his arrival. And also, guys, not only are we going to just talk about it, we're also going to talk about, guys, some transfers and some contract renewals, guys, in regards to guys like Kounde and Frenkie de Jong. And also, speaking of Kounde, we're going to talking about him potentially leaving the club. And also, we're going to talk about what's his name, Frenkie de Jong's potential new contract, as well as departures like Paul Victor and Denzel Dumfries. But big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I don't see a lot. By the way, guys, I changed something in the comments today. So what I did today was, because I know I've been seeing a lot of new people, and some of you guys are not subscribed, guys. Make sure you guys, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, guys. I put it on subscribers only, so that the people who are in the chat are only people who've subscribed to the channel. But big up to every single one of you guys. I already see two people who have already seen this channel before, man. Like Shaha, big up to you. Oh, sorry. Why is it not popping up? Oh, my bad. Give me a second, guys. I forgot to do something. Give me a second. This is why. Hold on. There we are. I'm trying to put your chats on the screen. There we are. And there. Yo, big up to Shaha. Big up to you, bro. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, bro. Big up to my like Kuma. How you doing also? But yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys who are already in here. Make sure you guys smash the likes. I do see a lot of you guys here, man. Already got 100 people in here, and we are only on 7 likes. How are we only on 7 likes, and we've had like 100 people in here? What's going on, bro? Big up to my guy Ronnie. How you doing, bro? We say, how you doing, my dog? Big up to Rashford. Big up, yo. Listen. We're gonna get into all of that, man. We're going to get into all of that. And obviously, guys, where else do we start than man like MBE young boy himself, man like Marcus Rashford, ladies and gentlemen. Today he finally had his presentation at the club, ladies and gentlemen. He's officially a Barcelona player, and basically, guys, everything is looking beautiful, everything is looking great. And he had a lot of things he had to say. I was very surprised today, guys, when I saw that he was given number 14. I thought he was gonna get the number 19, but listen, he got the number 14. That was very, very interesting. And he had a lot of things he said. We're going to get into some of his quotes. I do see you, Mustafa, man. Appreciate you for that. Listen, at the end of the day, look, I'll say this now. There's a lot of Barcelona fans who are not a fan of this deal, let's be honest. Right? A lot of Barca fans who are not a fan of this deal. However, you can, whether you're a fan of the deal or not, it doesn't really matter at this point. He is a Barca player. He's one of us now. We have to support him. We have to support him. We have to be positive. We have to look at it and, that the fact that he's here. Listen, I said a few weeks ago when we were doing this show, right, when he arrived, I said, listen, it's not a bad deal, right? It's a loan deal with an option to buy. You understand what I mean, right? And because it was an option to buy, if he didn't do well, we could just send him packing. Now, obviously, guys, since then, there have been a lot of news that have come out, in regards of the deal itself, the fact that, we're having to pay his whole wages, which is something I didn't think we were going to do. But in the end, we can criticize it, we can get angry about it, it's fine. At the end of the day, it is what it is. As much as I'm not happy about this, I will just have to take it. We just have to take it. It's that simple. And yeah, look, at the end of the day, he did have a lot of things he did say, and we're gonna talk about some of the things he did talk about, because I'm not gonna be able to put everything that he said, but we're gonna talk about some of the things that he did mention. And Rashford's first words were basically about how Hansi Flick was key to the reason why he's here. Basically, he believes that Flick would be the guy who can basically revive his career, because let's be honest, right? When it comes to Rashford, he's not exactly in a good place right now, right? He's not been in a good place, I would say, for the past 2 to 3 years. He's, his form has kind of declined in the past few weeks. People are really questioning his what's the name? They've really been questioning his mentality, right? Like he's really shown a lack of mentality. And listen, for Rashford himself, this is a very, very big move for him. And the reason why it is a very big move for him personally is because at the end of the day, he needs this is probably the last big move of his career. This is the last big move of his career. If he doesn't do well at this club, bro, that's it. He's probably done. You understand what I mean? And he's had a lot of things he said. He said a lot of the good things. Also, he said, my goals in the season is simple. I want to win the biggest trophies. I'm in Barcelona, the perfect place to win trophies. I mean, listen, he's not wrong. At the end of the day, we are in a very, very good place when it comes to the club, right? We are in a very, very good place. We've signed a lot of, if you look at what happened last season under Flick, we were going to the right trajectory. We were on the verge of winning everything in football. And in the end, we were very, very close, but we fell short. And listen, I'll say this about Rashford, right? When it comes to Marcus, he is obviously a player who's going to bring a lot to this team, right? Whether you like him or not, he's going to bring a lot into this team, right? He can bring goals. Like people maybe you've seen a lot, especially the rivals, who've had a lot of things to say about Rashford. They don't think that, he has what it takes. They don't think he's going to add much. Now, here's the thing. The bar is low when it comes to Rashford. However, I will say this about Rashford, right? One thing I will say about him is, his track record throughout his career is that he's been able to find the back of the net. Now, if he can find the back of the net for Barcelona, that would be great for us, because that's all we want. We want someone who can score in this team. We want goal scorers in this team. You understand what I mean? And more than anything else, I feel like that is what this team needs, right? I mean, listen, I don't necessarily think it's what he needs in general, but I feel like that's what he needs to do, right? He doesn't need to do many of the fancy stuff. He just needs to work hard and do his thing and try to, revive his career. And basically he said, this is a young and ambitious team. I wanted to come here and add quality and personality and try to improve the team. Listen, Rashford, that's all good and great. The fact that you want to come in and, add to the personality and all of this, like, it's all great words. Don't get it twisted. But here's the thing, Marcus. The bar is low when it comes to you, man. Big up to my guy Will for the raid, man. Big up to you. I was just on his channel. He was just doing Madrid hype. And yeah, man. Appreciate you so much for the raid. Big up to you, brother. How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, man. But yeah, listen. Like I mentioned, when it comes to you, Rashford, bro, the bar is very, very low, man. It is very low. You are not coming into a very good... You are coming to a very good team in very poor form. If you don't make it here, you're done. You're finished. You're washed. It's done. It's over, bro. So you need to come out here and you need to work hard. You need to push yourself, because you see a lot of the rivals, they are underestimating you. Everybody is underestimating you. Nobody thinks you're going to be a needle mover in this team. So you need to prove yourself in this team. That is what is important. More than anything else, that is what is important. That's what you can bring to this team, right? But big up to every single one of you guys who just joined from the raid. Listen, guys, make sure you guys smash the likes, guys. Bro, I'm not... Nah, bro. Hold on. I just hit 10 likes now. How is it possible? I had like 100 people in here and I didn't even hit 10 likes yet. Well, you guys just enjoy listening to me speak and you guys are not even going to support the channel? Golly, man, what's going on? Damn. Come on, guys, smash the likes, man. Big up to every one of you guys who are joining, man. Jeez. I was sitting here talking the whole time. I didn't even realize nobody was smashing the likes. Golly. Big up to my brother Will, man. Appreciate you for the raid. Big up to the Bona. Big up to Adam. Big up to every single one of you guys who are here, man. Big up to Benedict. Big up to my guy Zero, man. How you doing? But yeah, man, it's crazy how people went, dude, like, look at this, 14 likes, man. I don't know, man. These guys are moving hella crazy in this chat, man. But yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the likes, man. Big up to my guy Lamzana, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to my Gambian brother, man. How are you doing, bro? But yeah, man, smash the likes button, guys. And yeah, well, let's continue from where I start. Basically, what I was talking about when it comes to Rashford is, you're right, it is a young and ambitious team. The problem is with you is Rashford, you've shown a lack of ambition the last season. The whole of last season, you showed that you couldn't be asked in certain games. You showed that you weren't ready to put the time in. You showed that you weren't willing to put the energy in to do well. And listen, at the end of the day, it's the facts. You can, whether you like it or not. Oh, here comes my internet again. Whether you like it or not, bro, this is who you are right now. You need to come out here and you need to do your job. You need to come out here and you need to work hard. People are sitting here calling you lazy. People say they and tell me that you can't do the job, that you can't run, that you don't run anymore. You gotta run. You gotta defend. You gotta put everything out there today. You have to put everything, your all in this game. But yeah, big up to every single one of you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for getting me to 20 likes already, man. But yeah, and Rashford had a lot of things he said. He said, it was clear I wanted to come to Barca from the beginning. Since January, I wanted to come. I couldn't come, and I went to Aston Villa, where I had a great time, and I'm grateful. Now I've come to Barcelona. It was an easy decision. I mean, listen, I do agree with him when he says that. To be honest with you, I 100% believe him. I think that more than anything else, he wanted this move. Like, bro, I have never seen, I'm not going to lie, guys. I've seen a lot of players wanting to join my club. I've seen guys like Coutinho want to play for my club. I've seen players like Lewandowski want to play for my club. I have never seen in my life a player twerk so much for Barcelona in my lifetime. On a real, I have never seen a player want to twerk for my club like this guy has, man. This guy puts so much effort, bro. And here's the thing, man. I think that this is why sometimes it pisses me off a little bit, because I'm just like, brother, I swear to God, man, if Deco was smart, he could have maybe even got this guy to pay for, like he could have made this guy reduce his wages. But he didn't do that, bro, because he's not a good sporting director. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, Rashford had a lot more things to say. He said, this feels like home. I made the right decision. This is a family club, and I already want to play in front of the fans. Man says this feels like home. Listen, I think that when it comes to Rashford, more than anything else, he's just happy he's out of that Manchester United team. I think more than anything else, that's really what he's happy about. Mustafa, honestly, bro. Yeah, big up to you. Yo, big up to Kounde, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yeah, it has been a while, man. Appreciate you for being here. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that when it comes to Rashford and this whole situation, I think he's just happy that he's out of Manchester United, bro. Because Manchester United, right, they are in a rebuilding phase, right? Obviously, they've signed Mbeumo recently, right? Obviously, last season they finished 15th. They still have a lot of the dead players that they have in their team. And this is not even a disrespect. I'm talking about the players that they want to get rid of, right? Some of them are still there. The place right now is not, United exactly is not exactly a good place to be in right now, right? And look, when it comes to Rashford, he's taking a big step up. Whether you like it or not, I mean, listen, I'm not one to do the disrespect over football clubs at all. But right now, Manchester United are not in a good place. Barcelona, we are in a good place right now. Last season, where we were last season, we are going to the right trajectory. So, for Rashford, he's basically gotten the best deal. Like, he couldn't have dreamt of a deal like this. Like, think about this. You're swapping the team that just finished 15 that don't want you. You're swapping them for the champions of Spain and a team that's going to be challenging for the League and Champions League next season. Like, bro, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind he decided to make he made the right decision, right? And big up to Mustafa, man. I see you in the chat. I mean, listen, you're right, bro. You guys have a lot of players right now that you need to get rid of. Like you mentioned, the Sancho, Garnacho. I've heard of Chelsea actually looking at Garnacho. So maybe it's time for you guys to start getting rid. But you guys do definitely need to get rid of players. And the people who were asking, the interview, one of the journalists in Barcelona, they asked him, they said, Gary Lineker said the problem is not Rashford, but Manchester United. Do you agree? Now, This is a very interesting question. Let me see what he actually said. He said, the situation with Manchester United is that the club is going through a period of change, and this has been ongoing for some time. I don't have anything negative to say about Manchester United. I think it has been an important part not only for my career but my life as well. I mean, listen, let's be honest, right? He is a Mancunian. Man like Rashford is a Mancunian. He. I think he wasn't he born in Manchester. Am I correct in saying that he was born in Manchester, wasn't he? Right? Is like am I wrong? I'm sure he was born in Manchester. I mean, maybe not, but I mean, he is from Manchester United's academy. He's a part of Manchester United's whole structure. But I mean, look, when it comes down to it, like I mentioned, Manchester United are in a good place right now, and he's gotten a better deal for himself. He needs to now work hard. That's really what he needs to do. And he says, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have played for Manchester United, but football, like life, doesn't always go the way you expected. This is the next step, a new chapter. In fact, yeah, it is. I'm fully focused on the challenge at Barcelona, on improving myself and helping the team win titles. That's my focus now. I don't have anything else to say about Manchester United except I wish them the best and hope they succeed in the future. I mean, that's good and all, but you just said something very, very important here, which is that you are at Barcelona now. Here's the thing with you, Rashford. You obviously have made the big move. You've joined Barcelona. But brother, this could be the best thing to happen to you or the worst thing to happen to you. Because if you come to Barcelona and you don't do well, no big club is ever putting their hands on you ever again. That's it. That is it. If you fail here, you are done. Finished. You're washed. You're done. There's no coming back from this. Simple. So you need to find your footing. You need to find your way. That's it. So yeah, it is what it is. So because let me tell you something, if he flops here, he's done. And and I think more than anything else, Rashford knows that himself. Rashford knows that himself. Let me see what you guys are saying. Big up to Mustafa says, as a fan who watches Rashford, he's frustrating, but he works well with Marshall. With Anthony Martial, right? If he has that link up with Balde and Rafa, Lewandowski and Flick, it would be the best out of him. Listen, I can only be positive. That's it. He says, Rashford is not the profile we need. I mean, bruh, but this is the thing. The club was obsessed with trying to get what can I say? He says, this is his last chance before going to the World Cup. I think more than anything else, that's why he was desperate for the move. Because here's the thing, right? He wants to be in the World Cup team. I don't think he wasn't part of the Euros, was he? He wasn't called up for the Euros, was he? Was he called up for the Euros, guys? I don't know if he was called up for the Euros, but I know that. But more than anything else, going to Barcelona actually increases his chances, because if he comes to Barcelona and helps us win titles, that's basically him going to the next level. That's it. And also, if he comes to Barcelona and helps us win league titles, and listen, if he even has like a season like what's his name had, Ferran Torres had, I think that he will be good. Okay, so he didn't play in the Euros. I had a feeling he didn't play in the Euros. Yeah, I was certain he didn't. He says, if you want an England call up, you need to play well. Facts. I think if he cooks at Barcelona, he would definitely be in the team. He would definitely be in that World Cup team. No doubt in my mind. And says, hopefully Hansi Flick turns him into a beast like Rafinha. Bro, listen, if he is as good as 22-23 Barcelona, I will be happy, man. I'll be happy. He says, so sweet for him to think that Manchester United will succeed. It will succeed anytime soon. Oh, come on, Rabona. Rabona, you ain't got to do that. Come on, Rabona. Come on, don't do that. Listen, man, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I watched the preseason game against Leeds, the one that they played. I think was it Leeds that they played, right? And, bruh, it was not a good game. I'm not going to lie, man. It was not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. But they need to get rid of players, to be fair, right? He says this is the with actual high standards still at Barcelona. Big up to Yosef, says he's already spoken to Flick and he knows what he needs to do. What Flick expects from him, he knows he must work hard and press in attack and defense. Facts. Facts. This is what is important for Rashford. At the end of the day, Rashford, you need to work, bro. You need to put the time in, bro. There's none of these stuff about take it, bro. This laziness that you had at Manchester United, bro, it's not gonna work here. It's not gonna work here because remember, bro, it's a loan deal, and this is the thing with Flick. Flick is a ruthless manager. If Flick plays him and he's not performing well, bro, he's benching his ass. He might even go as far as to even cancel the loan deal by January if this guy is not cooking. So do not underestimate this Flick, bro. Flick can be ruthless, bro. You understand what I mean? If Flick doesn't do it, because especially if you really think about it, let's be honest. We know that Flick wasn't exactly, Rashford wasn't his first, second, or third option. He wanted Luis Diaz. I think he wanted Nico Williams. And I don't know who else. I don't think it was Rashford. I think it might have been Lookman or someone else. But what we know for sure is he wasn't a fan of this move. He understood that the club kind of, they were stuck, they couldn't bring in Diaz and they couldn't bring in Nico. So at the end of the day, they had to settle with Rashford. So that's the thing. Rashford is not a Flick signing. So Flick has to come here now and work to prove why the club believed in him. Not Flick. So yeah, he needs to do that. If Flick flops, if Rashford flops, Saudi is calling. I'm telling you now, bro, he would genuinely be finished. Who wants to put money on Rashford not scoring in the El Clasico? Let me tell you something, Santiago. The way you Madrid fans have been talking, because here's the thing, I may not be a fan of this move, but I'll tell you this right now. Hey, if this brother scores in the El Clasico, bro, the amount of shamelessness that you guys are going to see from me is something that you will never see before. You've never seen before. I'm telling you all right now, do not let man like Rashi score in this tie, bro. Do not let him do it. Please, bro. For your sake, don't let him do it. Because I promise you all, if Rashford scores in the El Clasico, bro, I'm going to be shameless. You don't understand how shameless I'm going to be. I don't care if he doesn't do anything for the rest of the tournament. Big up to El Chavo, man. Man says if Grimaldo don't come, if Grimaldo, okay, I think he's responding to something else. Nicholas Bouchard? I don't know who that is. Yo, big up to Luca, man. He says, I feel Rashford isn't the answer. You can't even play him without selling players. I mean, I think we can be able to register him, to be fair. Obviously, Barcelona is a step up from Manchester United. Of course. It is what it is. But yeah, let's read some other stuff. Big up to Shane Mecca, man. Man says, big up to Javier. Says, Rashford is not going to score against us. Yeah, bro, listen. Let me tell you something. Do not let him score. What if he cooks through on his loan deal? Will you sign him, then go back to default settings? I mean, it would suck, but I think if Barcelona signed him, I think that if he cooks, it's very likely Barca will sign him on a permanent deal. Because remember, he has a 35 million buyout clause. I'll be honest with you guys, man. Now that I know that he's being paid 14 million, I don't know if we should even trigger the buyout clause. For me, because we're paying him that much, he really has to put a lot of numbers for me to even consider signing him on a permanent deal. I'm talking about put 30 goals, 30, 40. I'm being dead serious. That's the only way I could probably even entertain bringing this guy to Barcelona, keeping him next season. Because, dude, if we sign him on a permanent basis, he's going to be one of our highest earners at the club. Like, come on, man. For me, because of if his wages was low, I might have been like, okay, if he does semi-well, maybe we could keep him. But, bro, the wages that we're offering him is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it worries me, man. It worries me. But, so for me, he has to do well. And I don't mean just do it. I mean, bro, you have to literally put ridiculous numbers, man. Put the ridiculous numbers. Big up to Shamran Sin, man. Says Barca retaining and renewing all their players now. Only De Jong, Lewandowski, and Mark Bernal who are on 1 year remaining. De Jong is finally off the Bartomeu salary soon. Yeah, you know what? Don't worry. I've already got him in the thumbnail. As you can see, I have him in the thumbnail. So we're gonna talk about De Jong later on. Don't worry about it. We will talk about it. Big up to Shane, man. Big up to you, man. Respect to you, bro. Big up to Adam. Says Manchester United standards have fallen off so much. Crazy. He says he can help us with counter attacks. Everyone knows that in La Liga defenders are very, very slow and could work in favor. That's what I've said about Rashford, right? Obviously, I don't think Rashford has the power, like the explosive pace that he had a few seasons ago. But brother, it's not like this brother is slow. This guy is still fast as fuck. Come on, man. Like, on the counters, bro, he's going to be a menace in counterattacks. I think he will be. I think he genuinely will be. So, do not sleep on this move. Do not sleep on it. Man says, even man like Balde scored against you. Says, can Barca even afford buying him? I mean, he's only worth 35 million. If Barca don't have 35 million to spend, come on, man. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That is what he's going to have to take for me to even sign him. Because, brother, if he signs even for 30 million, let's say he puts 19 goals. Bro, for 19 goals, I'm not keeping Rashford. I'm sorry. I'm not. 14 million a year for you to score 19 goals. If you're getting paid 14 million a year, bro, I'm expecting you to put Rafinha numbers, bro. Because even Rafinha is not getting paid what you're getting paid, bro. Like, come on, man. And do you guys understand if we sign Rashford, right? More than do you guys realize what that is gonna bring at the club? Because if he's on the high wages, some of the other players are gonna want high wages as well. So, yeah. Like, you gotta be careful with these things, man. We hold on until Nusa is ready. I'm all for that. Big up to Taylor says Bernal has 1 year, hasn't he extended after he turns 18? I mean, he will extend. Even if he doesn't extend, he will extend. I know friendlies don't matter, but remember Paul Victor scoring a brace against you guys? Oh, I think you're talking to someone else. I thought you were talking to me. Big up to Emmanuel, man. He says the only issue with Rashi is that his low blocks. I mean, okay, I hear you. He says don't rely on counters if he finishes on one-on-ones. I mean, listen. One thing I would say about Flick is Flick's attack is a lot of like it's mostly about pace, right? Pace, movement, and all of that. So, yeah. But big up to every single one of you guys. We're almost at 30 likes, man. Get us to 30 likes soon, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys who are here. But yeah, let me actually finish up what Rashford was saying. Rashford says, they were asking him, he says, which player impressed you the most in the past 2 days? Rashford says, honestly, there's a lot of players who impress me, especially because there are so many young players, but they play football with great maturity, and yet the dressing rooms, they're still kids, which is great team atmosphere. I mean, it's crazy how Rashford is going to be one of the veterans of the team, bro. This brother even still looks young for his age, if you look at him. Right? Look at him, bro. This guy, it's crazy. But yeah, it says Rashford says everyone is hungry for success. Everyone is excited. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to play with all these players. By the way, guys, this is another important thing about this move, right? Here's the thing with Rashford. The reason why I understand why a lot of people why people need to understand why I was frustrated about this move. It's not because I was frustrated about the move itself. My frustrations came from the fact that we were paying someone like a Rashford a ridiculous astronomical amount of money when, truth be told, the guy is going to be a bench player. That's the truth. Rashford is going to be a bench player, right? Look, he can't dislodge Rafinha out of this team. He's not going to dislodge Yamal out of the team. He's not going to dislodge Lewandowski. He's not going to dislodge Daniel. Where is he going to start? He can't start this team. Like, this is what I mean. But he needs to. I mean, listen. When it comes down to Rashford, he needs to understand that at the point that he is in his career, he is on the downward spiral, and he needs to work hard to put himself out there. That's it. That's it. Anyways, let's keep going. Big up to every single one of you guys. Let me read some of your chances. It says Kounde, yeah, it is pretty funny how I don't see them beating Courtois 1-on-1. Listen, man, we beat Courtois. How many times we beat Courtois last season? Don't talk about that, man. Man says Barcelona is definitely a bigger club than United. Bro, is that even a conversation? Is that even a conversation? Man says 20 goals and 10 assists. Would you take him for 30 million and 10 million a year gross? 20 goals and 10 assists. Is that in all competitions? Because if it's in all competitions, then no. If it's just the league alone, yeah. For 10 million gross, maybe I would take him. But if it's all competitions, no, absolutely not. So Omar, do you think that he will be the main striker? Honestly, he'll probably just rock on the bench. That's what he's gonna be at the start of the season. I've said this before. I don't think Rashford, many people think Rashford is gonna be a winger. I think that Rashford is gonna be a striker at Barca. I think at Barca he's gonna be a striker. I think our wingers this season on the left is gonna be Rafinha and Ferran Torres. I think Ferran Torres and Rafinha. I think Rashford is gonna be needed in the attack. And also, you know what you guys mentioned about counter attacks. Imagine having a guy like Rashford, right, in the second half of games when the defenders are tired, right, and they're moving a little bit forward, right? You've got Rashford space to just break through the lines and score. Like, come on, this is the thing. This is why I'm not completely shitting on this move, because here's the thing with Rashford, right? I've seen Ferran Torres at this club. If Ferran Torres, who was in this club basically dying, could put up the numbers that he did, I'm sorry, bro, Rashford can do it as well. Bro, let me explain something to you, right? People always like to make excuses, right? They always like, oh, but Omar, Ferran Torres, this and this and this. Ferran Torres was playing for Spain. Bro, let me tell you something. I watched Ferran Torres for this club. You guys understand what I mean? I watched Ferran Torres for this club for almost 4 years. Okay? The thing with Ferran Torres before last season was the guy would always have like periods where he would literally do nothing for months. And then he would just have this tiny little period of like maybe like 2, 3, 4 games where he's just looking like the best player in the league. And then everyone's like, you see, Ferran Torres is that guy. He can do it. We just have to believe in him. This and this and this. That's what they always do, man. They always have that mindset. They don't really take the time to really assess and actually realize what they're watching. But this is the thing. Last season, Ferran Torres changed. Ferran Torres was actually consistent. I mean, he wasn't consistent in scoring goals, but I felt like he was more consistent in the team, right? He wasn't going like periods without scoring goals, right? He was doing such a good job from the bench. And that's why I was like, bro, if he could make a guy like Ferran Torres put 19 goals, I'm sorry, I don't care whatever you think of Rashford. Rashford is a better finisher than Ferran Torres. Okay? Straight up. Rashford is a better finisher than Ferran Torres, bro. Rashford has, even now, bro. Even now. If Rashford could put 19, bro, so can, if Ferran can put 19, absolutely, Rashford can do it as well. But it really depends on him. It depends on him. He needs to come out here and actually put the time and work in. Simple. If he's going to play well next season, especially against Real Madrid, I'm going to cook end the stream, Dave. Listen, don't worry about it. Me and Dave, we're going to be starting our show tomorrow, guys. On his channel, the Barcelona Madrid show on his channel. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. The show will be continuing the season. If we beat Madrid in the first Clasico and Rashford scores, do you guys understand, bro? That whole stream, I think the first stream after that will be on my channel. Let me tell you something, bro. The cooking I'm going to give that man is going to be elite. I don't care. People can say, but Omar, you didn't believe in the Rashford. I don't care. Let me tell you guys something about me, yeah? You think that I get up every day with the idea of trying to be right every single time? I don't care about being right, bro. I don't care about being right. I care about my team winning. If the team is winning, I'm good. I don't care if I'm correct all the time. So, yeah, when it comes to Rashford, we'll see what happens. Man says, who are you benching? Yamal, Lewandowski, or Yamal, Rafinha, or Lewandowski playing like a beast. Like, none of them are getting benched. It's that simple, bro. Like, bro, my guy Rashford literally spent the whole what's his name? Flick spent the whole of last season trying to fix this team. You think he's gonna destroy it because of a guy who's on loan? Come on, man. Why is Rashford's salary a concern? His salary is literally replacing Fati's own. Who would you rather have? 20 in Barca and 25, Rash or Fati? Bro, the idea is not having either. Mark, have you seen Barcelona's wage structure? Have you seen the fact that we can't register players? Why do you think we can't register players? Why do you think Barcelona can't go out there and buy the players that we need? Why is it that we always have to sell to buy? Because our wage bill in the club is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Come on, man. Like, hold on. Barcelona's wage bill. Wage bill 2025. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna pull it up because I want you guys to really see what is going on. Look at this, guys. Give me a sec. Guys, look at this. This is Barcelona's wage bill in this season. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look. Lewandowski is on 400k per week. Frenkie de Jong is on 365. Lamine Yamal now is on 320. Rafinha is on 280. Jules Koundé is on 260. Pedri is on 240. Ronald Araujo is on 240. Dani Olmo is on 240. Ferran Torres is on 192. Gavi is on 180. Inigo Martinez is on 174. Christensen is on 173. Ter Stegen is on 121. Joan Garcia is on 120. Look at, do you guys see this, bro? Like, this is why the wage issue is a problem. Because Rashford now at the club now, he's not in this list, but he's on the top 5. He's top 5 in our wage structure right now. He's top 5. Like, that means then, if he's top 5, then that means he's getting paid what, 285 grand per week? Something like that. Like, bro, like for a bench player to get that amount of money, come on, man. He needs to put a lot of, his performances have to be insane for him to even warrant that amount of money, man. Don't lie to yourselves, guys. Come on. You have to be real here. You have to be real here, man. Says, I've seen a lot of fans say Rashford should start over Lewandowski. Bro, don't listen. Here's the thing, guys, right? Every single football fan base, right, in the world, you always have those fans who they don't live in the same universe as all of us. You understand what I mean, right? So, yeah, just ignore them, man. I don't even give those people attention, man, because they just say things to just get a reaction from people. I'm not interested in those people. He says literally everywhere he can play in the starting 11 as much better player. He says literally everywhere he can play in your starting 11 has a much better player. Facts. His career is over. He's getting numbers as a sub, even hardly starting. Even though he will come to the league where the ball is, he says, even though he will come to the league where the ball is not as fast as the Premier Leagues. Yo, big up to Alexandria, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're only on 31 likes. Come on, guys. Get me to 40 likes, man. Get us to 40 likes soon, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys who are here. It says, don't forget Manchester Derby is on July 27. Rashford versus Link. Oh, yeah. The preseason. Big up to John Williams. Says, Rashford will be better than Rafinha in the left wing. I expect him to be a starter much later in the season. Well, listen. I'll say this to you, John. I'm glad that you think that way, right? I'm glad that you have that power of positivity. But brother, Rashford has to put Like, let me tell you something about Rashford. Rashford has to probably score a hat-trick on his debut, right? Cook in his first 10 games, put like 10 goals in 10 games for that to even happen, like respectfully. Because, dude, Rafinha is coming back from a 50-goal season. You think the guy's going to sit on the bench after putting in 50 goals? What are you talking about? Nah, man. Yo, big up to you, Ravi, man. He says, pace with no finishing isn't a threat. Bro, but this is the thing. Come on, guys. I'm not sitting here saying that Rashford's finishing is elite. But this idea that Rashford is a scrub when it comes to his finishing is absolutely wrong, man. He's not a scrub as a finisher. Absolutely not. The guy can still score goals, guys. That's one thing about Rashford. You can say whatever you want, right? All the other positions, all the other stuff, but as far as scoring goals only, bro, I think that he's definitely a top class goal scorer, man, and he can still find the net. Not world class, but I think that his finishing is the one thing he still has more than anything else. I've never seen this amount of pressure and concern for a bench player at Barcelona. People need to relax a bit. The reason there's so much attention on it is because, first of all, it's Rashford, who is a name. Whether you think that he's a top player or not, he's a name. And secondly, he's a highly paid player at the club for being a bench player. So of course he's gonna get attention. It's that simple. It's like if you buy a player for 100 million, even if you don't think the player is worth 100 million, there's always gonna be pressure and attention onto him. When Arsenal splashed 100 million to bring Declan Rice, the pressure on Rice was ridiculous. You understand what I mean? Right? At the end of the day, this is a loan deal, but he's one of the highest paid loan players at Barcelona for a player like Rashford who hasn't been doing well for a while. Says, I've never seen this. Says, Fran has to work. Fran has work ethic. Rashford has superstar mentality. Fran looks better as a Lewandowski replacement. I mean, listen, man. I still don't trust him 100%, to be honest with you. I just realized how toxic El Clasico will be now. Oh, you better be ready for it, man. You better be ready for it. I absolutely agree, though. Rashford's finishing is better than Ferran's. Omar B, bro, I'm only worried about Carreras. How he played against Lamine. That's the only concern for me. I mean, come on, man. Like, listen, respectfully, guys. Carreras is a good fullback, but brother, why are we all sitting here like Carreras is like the shit? Like, bro, are you guys forgetting we played Benfica 3 times last season? But we played Benfica 3 times last season. We won 3 times against them. We beat them 3 times, man. Come on. Don't like I am not worried about Carreras, man. I am not worried about Carreras. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't matter. Man says, yeah, big up to King, man. Big up to King. How you doing, bro? Big up to you, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? Says, why haven't Barcelona let go of Deco? He's hella awful on financial deals. Javier, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. People always like coming at me all the time. Every time I call out Deco, people say, oh, Omar, you have a vendetta against Deco. You're always hating on Deco. You're always being negative. We know you don't want Deco here, so you're always going to talk shit about Deco. And this is the issue. Some football fans, they don't smell the coffee. Even in my football club, right? Even in my football club, there's some of the fans in my club, they choose to be blind. They choose to close their eyes to the reality. Every time I criticize Deco, people always come at me and say, Omar, you're always critical of Deco. But Omar, Barcelona's finances is not that good. Omar, what do you expect him to do? We can't even register players. Omar, this, Omar that. Guys, I want you to understand something. This is not the first time I've heard La Liga, everybody tell me that Barca can't sign players. Okay? In 2022, Matteo Almani, when he was in charge, he didn't have money to spend. Okay? In 2022, we were told by everyone, La Liga, the president, everyone said Barcelona mathematically couldn't sign anybody. Our finances were so bad, we couldn't sign one player. You know how many players we signed in that 22-23 season? 7. Lewandowski, Rafinha, Frank Kessié, Jules Koundé, Hector Bellerin, Marcos Alonso. Who else? I'm sure I'm missing someone, but I know there was 7 signings. 6 or 7. Right? We signed 6 to 7 players at the club. Right? And he did that season when we were not able to spend money. This idealism that we can do it is a lie, bro. Here's the thing with Deco. Deco is limited-minded. That's the problem. Obviously, Barcelona have financial issues. Nobody is denying that. We have financial issues, right? But this idealism that that people have in their minds that, because Barcelona don't have financial issues, they can't go out and spend. It's bullshit, bro. It's lies. You want to know why? The problem is with Deco is he doesn't know how to get out of this mess. Armani was a smart sporting director. He knew how to get deals done, whether it was through signing players or getting players on loan. It didn't matter. He found ways to get it done. Deco is limited-minded, bro. The guy is not that good. It's that simple. Yo, big up to my guy Enjovi with the super chat. Man says, I swear we cook evil empire monsters at the Estadio Santiago Yamal. Kounde needs to take up basket weaving and quit YouTube. Listen, let me tell you guys something, yeah? Don't worry about it. When Yamal gets the dagger, man, we will just remind him. We've already got the deed to the Bernabeu already. We've already got the deed to the Bernabeu. Don't worry about it, man. The deed is already there. We're good. You know what I mean, right? Yamal is just gonna come in and he's just gonna what do you call it? He's gonna how do you refurbish his stadium? We all know that, man. Don't worry about Yamal. But yeah, John says, let's stop focusing on salaries for now. Let's watch out for these performances after we can analyze it if he's worth the salary or not. I mean, listen, he's here, John. He's here. So for me, as much as I can be critical and criticize how much we're paying him, there's nothing we can do. I'm not someone that likes to dwell on criticism. You see, here's the thing, right? Obviously, there are so many people, even in my club, even at Barcelona, who are, they always like to live in the past. They're always like, Barca this, we're paying him this and this and this. Listen, I've said what I had to say. I'm not going back on it. It's that simple. I'm not going back on it. Man says, Ferran Torres looks better as Lewandowski's replacement. He shits on the wing. I mean, I agree. Yo, for real, I feel that Madrid fans liking this man's videos. Listen, man, I don't know, man. Listen, Madrid fans love this channel for some reason, man. I swear there's more Madrid fans subscribe to this channel than Barca fans. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, listen, we do have some Barca fans in here. Big up to all the Barca fans, the real ones in here, all the Barca fans. But we do have a lot. Well, we do have a lot of Madridistas here, man. You guys are always here. They always like listening to me, man. It really be your own fans disappointing you the most. I'm telling you, man. It's in every fan base, even Madrid fans. I see, like, you think everyone agrees with Will all the time? Like, even Dave. I feel like with Dave, you see, this is the thing with me and Dave. Dave and I, we're not so different. You feel me, right? Me and Dave, I see a lot of myself in Dave. Dave is a guy who, he doesn't care about trying to sound like other Madrid fans. You understand what I mean, right? You can tell Dave is Dave. He thinks his own way, right? When other Madrid fans are making excuses, he makes zero excuses when his team is not doing well. He's criticizing everybody. Anybody in the team can get it. He doesn't care about what you've done for the club. He's not worried about sentimental stuff. He doesn't care about those things. You understand what I mean, right? Big up to my guy Will. I know you're in the chat. Will talks to him. He knows, right? Will is, you see, this is the thing. Will is more of the, he's like the Madrid mascot. Like he will criticize the club, but he will never allow anyone to criticize the club. Or he will never actually say it as it is. I mean, big up to my guy Will, bro. But let's be honest, when it comes to between Will and Dave Dave is merciless when it comes to his opinions. Dave is absolutely merciless. He does not care, bro, how many buttons. Like, look at the whole Vinny thing. People think that this brother has a vendetta against Vinny. I don't think he does. I just think that when it comes to Dave, he just doesn't give a. He just doesn't care, bro. He doesn't care. He's gonna say it as it is. You either like it or you don't like it. His stuff is either for you or it's not for you. But he's not interested in trying to sound like other people. That's one thing I like about Dave. Says Flick has to rotate and use the entire squad. Yes. Thoughts on Rashford picking the 14? I don't really care. Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, obviously, I know it's a big number at the club, but it doesn't really matter that much to me. It says it's from the redirects, LMAO. That's why you have more Madridistas. Hey, listen, man, appreciate you every time for the raids, brother. I mean, even when I'm not being rated, I always see like Santiago here. I see Rabona here. I see Mohammed here sometimes when I'm doing these shows. Unless like you're live, but when you're not live, they're always here. It says, we have all the advantages against Manchester United, and Deco pulled off a bad deal for us. It shows me how bad he is. Exactly, Joseph. This is the thing, right? When I criticized Deco, people always say, "Oh, Omar, you're always hating. I knew you were gonna come at Deco." Bro, on that Saturday when he did the thing, I praised him. And then the next day, I find out that we're paying the whole. You know what really, honestly, guys, if you guys really want to know why I lost my head when it came to the show, the Madrid Barça show that we had, the Football Chaos show on Monday, it's because I remembered during that show that there was someone in my chat on Saturday who was telling me, I don't know who it was, if you were in the chat right now, because I see a lot of people in the chat, listen. If you are the person who said it, remind me. There was someone in my chat who was telling me, Omar, watch, we're going to be paying him his whole wages. And I was like, no. Deco is not that stupid. Deco would not pay him 40 million. No. And he was like adamant. He's like, yo, don't worry. He's going to sign. We're going to keep him for that amount. Watch, bro. Watch. And then the next day, I find out we're paying him the whole 40 million. That's why I lost my head on the Football Chaos show. Because I was like, brother, even when I give this guy credit, somehow he still manages to fuck it up. Like, it's stupid, man. Like, what? This is why on the show, Will was trolling me. It wasn't necessarily because of the deal itself. It's the fact that we're paying this guy this amount of money to be on the bench. Look up to Shiram Singh says, next season we need to replace Lewandowski and Inigo. We're not spending 30 million on Rashford. Now, I do agree with this. I think next season, Barcelona's primary target will be a striker. Because I think Lewandowski, this is his last season at the club. Right? And listen, it is what it is. Right? I love Lewandowski. Here's the thing, man. The issue is, if we don't sign Rashford next season, then that means it's very likely that Barcelona are going to want to go sign another left winger. Now, when you think about it that way, because unfortunately I think Luis Diaz might be about to join Bayern Munich, so that thing looks like it's dead and gone now. I don't know, man. If Diaz goes to Bayern Munich, then that means that next season, if we don't sign Rashford, we're gonna have to go get a winger as well. Like, who can Barcelona go and realistically go and sign? It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Will says we'll get Isaac. Hey, listen, man, I can only pray. He says, you guys will get Isaac. You know what? Here's the thing, Will, right? I don't know if you guys have seen, apparently, during the preseason game that Newcastle had, Isaac was sent home. Was he sent home? Like, I heard that he got sent home. Like, I mean, listen, obviously you guys have already seen that Liverpool have just signed Ekatike. So that whole Isaac thing now, it looks like it's dead now since Ekatike has signed. But it's very interesting now to think how much I mean, listen, man, I feel like this is a sign of other things to come. I think this is a sign of other things to come. So I'm getting fleeced by Manchester United over a player who was working for you anyway. Masterclass. Yeah, and people wonder why I always go at Deco. He says the wages make it a bad idea. He's a decent player. He will be a decent player for you guys, but not good enough to justify 260k per week. This is why, and this is the issue. This is why when I was doing the show and I was crashing out on Football Chaos, I'm always like, oh, calm down. I'm like, bro, people only hear me screaming, but people don't even know why I'm actually screaming. People hear me shout, but they're not even listening to what the words I'm saying. I wasn't criticizing the move. I'm like, bro, how are you paying for a bench player? It's 260 pounds per week. This is why Will was literally saying he's probably gonna start. Because why would you pay him that amount of money to sit on the bench? But this shows you, man. And this is why I will keep on saying this. I don't care what anyone says. I will stand by this till the end of time. I 100% believe that the reason why Barcelona went in for Rashford so quickly is because of the whole Deco out thing. Bro, you know what the problem with this club is? Some of the fans in our club, they see things, but they either lie to themselves or they don't like to put two and two together. See, unfortunately, I like putting two and two together. You understand what I mean? And here's the thing with Deco. This is not even the first time this has happened. I remember last season, right? When he spent the whole of July trying to sign Nico Williams. And then when August came in and we hadn't signed one player, the fans started going off. You started seeing people criticizing Deco and saying Deco out. Like, bro, that was when, people were singing Deco out since last season. And in the end, guess what? Right? The moment that the Deco out thing started carrying some traction, guess what? We go and sign Danny Olmo like instantly. Instantly, we went and signed Rashford. I'm sorry, we go and sign Danny Olmo. A player who was, funny enough, he was also twerking for the club. He was trying everything and anything and everything to get the move. Right? But we were sitting there waiting for a man like Nico Williams to make up his decision. And this is the same thing that was going to happen this season. The fact that we were sitting there dilly-dallying on whether we should spend the money to go and bring in Luis Diaz, when you see Liverpool saying we are not selling for anything below 70 to 80 million, right? And we're sitting there and there's talk that we could potentially spend 100 million on Luis Diaz. And then the moment that whole link came out, the next day after that link came out, the Deco out started being spammed on the chat. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, boom, here we are. We are, 2 days after like the whole situation with Lamine Yamal, we are agreed terms with Manchester United. Bro, it's not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence. I promise you guys, man. You know, people don't like smelling the coffee. That's the problem. Big up to every single one of you guys. Yo, we just hit 41 likes. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Get me to 100. Get me to 50 likes soon, man. He says, I agree with your statement on Dave. Dave holds his clubs, the fans, and the players to high standards. I mean, that's Real Madrid. See, here's the thing, right? I can put my bias aside when it comes to Real Madrid, because at the end of the day, I may not like Real Madrid, but I understand what Real Madrid represent. And this is the thing with Real Madrid. Real Madrid are a club that have, they are a club of royalty, whether you like them or not. That's what they are. They are a club of royalty. They look at themselves as the elite. And, you know, at the end of the day, the trophies don't lie. They've won the most European trophies. They've won the most league titles. They've won the most trophies, full stop. So, the trophies don't lie, right? The names that are played for that club, obviously, they're going to have high standards. So, people don't like the way Dave looks at it. But here's the thing with Dave. Dave can think like that. If you've seen your club win everything, you got to have the standards of a winner. This is why I am the way I am. Because I have been a Barcelona fan for almost 20 years. Supporting this club and seeing the players I've seen with my own two eyes play for this club has made me realize the club that I support. So, I'm not interested in any of these stuff. Man says, Omar, Paul Victor is leaving for 50 million to Braga. Who gets the credit? I mean, listen, if Deco, for sure. Listen, Deco hasn't done all terrible things, but the things he's done wrong, it is what it is. Man says kiss the ring. I'm not kissing shit. What are you talking about? Man says kiss the ring. Get out of here, man. Says obviously it was Deco out because before that he was desperate to get Luis Diaz, but after the Deco out trend, they started all of a sudden went for Rashford. But dude, tell that to a lot of Barça fans. Barça fans will say, "Oh, Omar is saying this." Keep lying to yourselves, Barça fans. Keep lying to yourselves. Big up to Enjoy. Says it's easy to win when the devil is on your side. Damn. Yeah, listen, big up to my Barça fans in this chat, man. Listen, the Barça fans in here, man, they definitely, they defend the honor of the club, man. Appreciate, big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. That's what I'm saying. Shane Mecca, bro, I'm a Barça fan. Dude, Deco is gay for Luis Diaz. He has his OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie, the way Deco was moving over Luis Diaz was definitely weird, man. Actually, Ekatike doesn't fit Liverpool. Doesn't affect Liverpool going for Isaac. Oh, and yes, he was sent home. Yes, I know. Oh, now apparently he was injured. Oh, okay. Well, listen. If that's the case, then that's unfortunate. But listen, man, they signed Ekatike. I mean, they're looking at Rodrigo, so I don't think they're gonna go in for man like Isaac. Mark says, ask Carnage what Alaba is being paid to sit on the bench. I mean, to be fair, he is getting paid a lot to sit on the bench. By the way, yo, speaking, Will, you just spawned into the chat. My guy Mark is asking you a question. He says, what Alaba is being paid for to sit on the bench. I mean, listen, man. I mean, talk about him, man. He is actually one of your highest paid players, to be fair. I know that because I remember when his contract was trying to run out, we actually inquired about him and we knew what his wages was, and we were like, nah, we're not paying that shit. We're not paying that shit. Man says Diaz loading. Yeah, listen, unfortunately, tomorrow there will be no FCB show. So, yeah, I would have definitely asked you the questions. We'll probably run it on Friday, Zaire, or on Saturday. So, yeah, it is what it is. Says, one of Saliba and Konate this summer. Can you even pull that off, Will? Can you even pull that off? I'm not even taking the piss. Can you even pull that off? Because I don't think Arsenal are going to sell Saliba this season. You can forget that. And Konate, I mean, the Konate one is, I'm not even going to say the Konate one is not realistic, to be honest. I'm not going to say it's not realistic. I think it's very likely it's going to happen. Right? Because especially now that apparently he's not signing the contract. Jeez Louise. Anyways. Big up to Zaire. Big up to Zaire, man. He says, I heard that too. Liverpool still want to go and sign Isaac. Bro, what is going on with Liverpool? Unreal. What is going on in Liverpool? Bro, what is happening in Liverpool? Seriously, guys. Is this even, like, I don't know how this club is doing this. How are they doing this, bro? How are they spending all this money? Big up to Sports Freak, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. I'm good, man. I'm good. I hope you're doing well, too. But, brother, I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know how Liverpool are doing this, bro. Like, I know I've seen clubs spend big, but this is getting ridiculous at this point. They've already splashed over 395 million or some shit like that already. 395 million. Like, the fuck? What is going on? Big up to man like Will. Will says idiotic comment. Alaba was a free transfer and was brought from the start, but he can't stay fit. Now he's an expensive backup for one more year. You can always rely on Will to always have a counter for everything. You can always rely on Will to always have a reply to everything. Man said that he was on a free. Well, listen, I can also bring up the fact that we signed him on a loan deal. How about that? I can also bring the fact that we signed him on a loan deal. So what? What's your point? What's your point, Will? Man, like, well, big up to Will, man. Big up to my guy, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Football Carnage. Man says, Omar, you reckon Rashford strengthens Barca? I mean, I don't know what to think about it, man. I don't know what to think about this move. Now, come on, bro. That's way past the Coutinho money. That is way past that. But look, yeah, man, like Will had to just kill that. He had to kill it dead. The moment someone mentioned Alaba, he just had to kill it to the guys. Like, nah, I'm not letting this fly. The fuck. But hey, listen, let's talk about some other news, guys, because we spent a lot of time talking about man like Rashi. But listen, let's talk about someone else, guys. Let's talk about some other players, guys, because obviously we know we talk about Rashford, but we need to get into some other points, like guys. Another topic that we need to talk about, which has been actually pulling a lot of weight recently, guys, and that is man like Jules Koundé, ladies and gentlemen. Jules Koundé, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys know anything recently, apparently Barcelona are considering. They consider Jules Koundé the best in the world in his position. I want to extend his contract. Manchester City and another tier club have made inquiries for the Frenchman, but Barcelona want to keep him. Now, here's the thing. I've been hearing this since last week, that Barcelona are trying so much to bring in, trying so much to keep Jules Koundé. Now, big up to, appreciate you for that, Will. But here's the thing, right? I am glad that the club are doing this. Now, obviously, you guys know on this channel, I've been insisting that Barca should go get a right back. But the whole idea of why I want us to bring a right back, is because I want competition for Koundé, because I don't want Koundé to be overplayed. As much as I love Koundé, and I know Koundé loves playing for the club, he always wants to give it his all. He always wants to be working hard, putting all of his energy, right? Like, we've seen that when he doesn't get played, he's doing things that doing runs and stuff like that. This guy, clearly, he's always active. He always wants to do his best at the club. And, I love him for that. But you've seen, when we lost him around the tail end of last season, right? The crunch end of the season, right? We were literally on the verge of going to a Champions League final, man. Potentially completing the first quadruple in history, right? And just like that, we lost him at the most crucial time. And you saw how much that affected us. And that, for me, is what the fear that I have on having Koundé here, right? Is the fact that there is no one near him in case we do lose him. Because let me tell you guys something, right? I think the club are doing the right thing. The club are doing the right thing in trying to secure the future of Koundé first, then trying to get a right back, right? As much as I want a right back, I like that mindset because I don't want to lose Koundé. I don't want to lose Koundé. I don't want Koundé to be sold. I'm sorry. I talked about there's a lot of players who can be replaced. I don't think this guy is one of them. I'm sorry. As much as I've been talking about right backs, Koundé last season was one of our best players. He was one of our best players. Defensively, going forward, he has his deficiencies, of course. He does. Like offensively, going forward, his crossing is not really that good. His runs usually going forward to assist Yamal is not really that quick. Those are all issues. However, guys, what he lacks in his offense, bro, he more than does defensively. Defensively, as a right back, absolute rock. Absolute rock in the back. You understand what I mean? And for me, because of that, I need him to be kept at this club. Sign him. And here's also the important thing, right? He doesn't want to leave, right? He doesn't want to leave. He wants to stay here. His whole mindset, like even since when the first day of preseason started, he was one of the first people to come in, right? It shows you this brother is locked in. He's committed. He's here to stay. He does not care about anything. He wants to be here. You understand what I mean, right? He's not thinking about leaving the club. He's not thinking about trying to find, other alternatives. He's not looking for that. This guy wants to be here. You understand what I mean? And because he wants to be here, we have to do the right thing, which is secure his future, right? Renew his contract, keep him at the club, and then after that, go and get a backup for him. Get a backup for him. Because I love Koundé. I don't need Kounde to just play right back for me. I think that even Kounde next season, if we get a right back, I wouldn't mind having him back as centre back. Because here's the thing. People talk shit about Kounde's defensive work. I don't think he's a bad defender, bro. He's actually a very good defender. I don't know why people shit on him all the time. You understand what I mean? So, for me, keep Kounde, right? Renew his deal, right? Get it done. Because here's the thing. I don't think it's going to get too complicated. And if there's one thing I will give Deco is this. I criticize a lot of things about Deco. But one thing I will give Deco is Deco does get these deals done. He gets the renewals done. So, Deco, I don't like your transfer strategy. But I know that when it comes down to situations like this, and when it comes down to renewals, you get it done. And I'm just asking you, bro, please get it done. You understand what I mean, right? Renew his contract, and let's go out there and get a competition for him, or someone who can deputize for him. And look, speaking of deputizing players, right? Obviously, we know that when it comes down to it, right? Barcelona all apparently looking for right backs. Now, I've already talked about the player who I want the club to go and sign. Right? I've already talked about who I want the club to go and sign. However, even though the club wanna sign a right back, the club are apparently looking at bringing in this man right here. Right? So this is the guy. So as much as I've already made it very clear, I made a video. My last video, actually, funny enough, was talking about my like Van der Sar, why I think that Van der Sar would have been a perfect replacement. However, it seems that the club are deciding instead they're gonna go for Denzel Dumfries. Right? It looks like, first of all, they're mentioning that he is not a priority, but he is the target for the right back position to be the competition for Kounde. So basically, from what Barca Universe is saying is that Barcelona like Dumfries, but he's not a priority. With the club's current financial situation, a move for him would be possible if a player is sold. Now, here's the thing: if what they are saying is true, if this is true, then I don't see what the issue is. Because, brother, we've got players like Pena who was at the club who we're trying to get rid of, right? Paul Victor is going to be leaving the club soon. He's about to join Braga. You understand what I mean, right? You've got players like even like Christensen, who, as much as I don't want him to leave, the club are more than happy to sell. You understand what I mean, right? There's so many players in this team that could be leaving. And because of that, right, Denzel Dumfries, if that is the case, I think that Denzel Dumfries will come in. Now, here's the thing. First of all, Denzel Dumfries, apparently, he's going to cost only 25 million. That is what they're saying that the Inter Milan are willing to accept. Here's the thing with Denzel Dumfries. My honest opinion, and this is my opinion, right? I don't want Denzel Dumfries. Because Denzel Dumfries, number one, he is a much older player. But the important thing for me is, when it comes to Denzel Dumfries, is the guy is not, he's not a long-term signing. What I want in that right back position is a player who has the potential to replace Kounde long-term. Because I want Kounde to be moved around the defense. And this deal, as good as a deal as it is, as far as financially, it's a very, 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 very short term in the future deal, right? Because if we sign him, what? He's going to give us what? 1-2 seasons? Like, I'm not going to lie to you, man. If we do sign him, I'm not going to be complaining. However, he would not be my first signing. And, at the end of the day, the club always does these things, man. Like, sometimes the club does frustrate me. They really do, right? Because they do what I want, which is going to go sign the players that I want, the positions that I want them to go and sign. The problem is they don't actually go and sign the players that I actually want them to go and sign. And here's the thing with me, right? People, when they listen to me, they're always like, but Omar, you always want this player, that player, this player. Guys, you got to understand. When I bring up players, I always look at many things. I look at how these players play and whether they will fit our system. And two, I look at how much these players will potentially cost. When I brought the Van der Sar thing, it's because I've seen the player play, and I'm like, bro, long term, he could be the long-term future right back. And number two, he's not going to cost a lot of money to bring in. And this is why I've always been tuning on the Van der Sar horn for a very long time. Because I know he can still do it at this club. I know he can do it. And listen, Dumfries can come in and do a job because he has experience, but he's not like, let's be honest, when it comes to Dumfries has injury problems too. Like, this is all things I feel like the club needs to always look at when they're making these targets. We have to look at the fact that some of these players are not just, it's not just how good they are. It's also because of the fact that if you bring these guys, like, why would we sign this guy just for him to be on the bench? Right? Why would we sign him, right, with the idea of him getting injured? Because if he's getting injured, what was the point of signing? We might as well just kept Kounde alone. Like, that's my point. And here's the thing. Denzel Dumfries is a starter for Inter. If he comes to Barcelona, I don't see this guy starting over Kounde. I'm sorry. I don't think he has what it takes to replace Kounde right now. And listen, neither does Van der Sar. But the important thing about Van der Sar is this. Van der Sar is a young player, which means that he is coming here with a level of hunger. He wants to come in and do well at this club. He wants to come in and replace Kounde long term. So he's not going to come in just expecting that he's going to get the right back position. He's going to come in with the idea of, okay, they're signing me to be the backup of Kounde, but also to be the competition to Kounde. You understand what I mean? Will Denzel Dumfries want to be competition after he's just, you know, he's already a Serie A champion, Champions League finalist, right? Would he want to sit on the bench? Like, let's be real here, right? But yeah, it is what it is. And listen, guys, this is another news that basically that's been coming out, and this is the one that I was happy to see this morning. This is the one I was happy to see. Hansi Flick wants Barça to sign a fullback now that Rashford deal is done. Bayer Leverkusen's Alex Grimaldo and Denzel Dumfries are both options. This is what I love to hear. This, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I want to hear. This is exactly what I've been saying since Saturday when we signed Rashford, when the deal was already like completed, or Fabrizio Romano talked about it. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted the club now to go and focus on getting me a right back or a left back or both. And the fact that now Flick himself apparently now is now asking for the player for that position. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is music to my ears. And here's the thing. Do I think that Barca can sign both players? Yeah. I think that if we had a smart sporting director, he would find a way to get it done. The problem is, Deco is the one that's in charge. So I can't really put my hopes up. Now, if people want to know, so let's say the options is these two, Denzel Dumfries and Alex Grimaldo. If those are the two players that are the options, let me put it this way. If you telling me I have to pick between the two, I'm taking Grimaldo every single time. I'm taking bring me Alex Grimaldo to the club ASAP. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like if we were smart, we could sign both. Right? And you know what? If we were smart, if we had a guy like Armani, I could have seen us getting both Grimaldo and Van der Sar. Or even getting Dumfries if Dumfries is the primary target. But yeah. Do I trust the club to do it? We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys. Let me start reading your chats. You guys have been chatting a lot in the chat. Let's start reading your chats. Says, big up to my guys. It says, "Law, the city's got 160. Kounde is the best right back in the world." I think right now, I mean, listen, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, I genuinely think that if you form wise, I think Kounde is the best right back in the world. I think that form wise, he is the best right back in the world, 100%. Ooh, City have big pockets. They do. They do. Pep asking uncle for money again. though Kounde fits. I'm sorry. This is those Kounde outfits aren't cheap though, Omar. And listen, man, he's getting paid enough by the club, man. He can handle it, guys. Because listen, guys, we're on 48 likes, guys. Get me to 50 likes, man. Get me to 50 likes. Appreciate you guys, man. Says, yeah, well, he managed to be quick enough to score against us. Let me tell you something. One thing about Kounde is this, right? Let me tell you the truth, Rabona. The whole season, I was criticizing Kounde's attacking mindset because I'm like, bro, every time this guy goes forward, he can shoot, he can cross, he can do fuck all going forward. And, bro, let me tell you guys something. When he took that shot and he scored, bro, oh my days. You think Madrid fans were shocked? Imagine, you don't want to know how shocked I was. Let me tell you guys something, man. It was crazy. Bro is solid, though. He played as centre-back for Sevilla. He is a centre-back, Javier. He is a centre-back. He's a centre-back that has been moved to right-back. If they want him, then they can take... If they want, they can take Martin and Hector Ford. Speaking of Hector Ford, hold on. Hold on. 1 sec. I saw something about Hector Ford. Oh. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'll show this later, but let me just finish your chats first before we continue. Big up to JJ, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, JJ. How you doing? Santiago says, I can't believe that Kyle Walker went to Burnley. Yeah, well, shocking. Says City will just offer him. Will just offer him? Are you trying to say offer him an outfit and a little raise? Oh, okay. You meant to say offer. Oh, there you go. You meant to say offer. He says, why do you want a right back? Because I want competition. Because we only have one right back at the club. Just one. One! If we lose Kounde next season, we are screwed. Do you guys understand that? God forbid we lose Kounde around the start of the season. We are fucked. Because we're going to have to play players at right back. Like Balde, people are like, oh, but Omar, Balde can do a position. Balde is not a right back. I'm sorry. I meant to say Garcia. Garcia is a right back. Garcia is not a right back. Come on, man. Nah, he's solid. He needs to work on his crossing, though. Yes, he does. 100%. Omar, did you mean a backup right back? Yes. Big up to Vigo says, Kounde's defensive side is elite. His offensive side not so great. Facts. Big up to Shamran Singh says, Kounde has great work ethic off the pitch. Facts. He's always wanting to do it, man. Let Vanderson play left back. Vanderson doesn't play left back. Come on, man. Guys, come on, man. We're not on 50 likes yet, man. You guys are really taking your time, man. You guys really want me to work for this 1 like. Omar, you cannot give credit to Deco for extending players who want to stay at the club. Listen, man, people say I criticize Deco, so I'm just trying to be nice, I guess. Man says, keep Dumfries away from my club. I don't want him either. Yeah, he's worth like 25 million, Santiago. He says, no way we activate the release clause where we have the money to pay. We have the money to pay immediately. I think we signed Vanderson where we pay the money in installments. I would rather that. I would 100% rather do that. I am not trying to see that. Big up to Sheik. Big up to man like Sheik, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, man like Sheik, for the raid, man. Yeah, I got raided twice on the stream, man. Big up to Sheik, man. Thank you so much for the raid, man. Thank you, man. And all you guys who are joining from Sheik's channel, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, guys. Turn on notifications, man. Appreciate you, Sheik, for the raid, man. Thank you so much, brother. He's a beast, but he's older. Definitely not long term. 100%. He's not. He says, I can't believe all this hype for Dums just because he had a masterclass against Barça. The reason for that is that we had that bomb Martin. Facts. Omar, we got to patch. We've got to patch for one more season. We need to sign. We need to sign when the ship is steady. Who is a realistic right back? Vanderson is one. There you go. Vigo's literally saying it here. He's costing around 30, 35. Dude, that's like 5 million more than what Inter asking for Dumfries. For a guy who's what, 23, 24? Right? And then guess what? You know, that's the funny thing, isn't it, Vigo, right? We could sign him now. But this is the thing with Van der Sar. The more we sit down and wait, he's gonna, if he continues to cook at Monaco and Monaco have a good season, he's gonna be costing around 50, 60 million in the next few years. And then what? Come on, man. Man says Alaba 2.0. Yeah. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. We just need a backup fullback. We don't need to overspend for bench players. Exactly. That's why I'm bringing up these names, because these guys are cheap compared to, like, you know, some of the other big players. I prefer them not to go for a left back because the difference between Balde and Martin I prefer them to go for left back because the difference between Balde and Martin in terms of quality is big and crazy. I mean, yeah, Malcolm. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, big up to every single one of you. Thanks. Big up to every single one of you. Appreciate you guys for getting me to 50 likes, man. Appreciate every single one of you. Big up to Mohammed Ismail. It says, Garcia was better at right back than Martin was at left back. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We need a left back more than a right back. I mean, I think that we need both. We need both. Big up to Shahid, man. Big up to Shahid. It says, why don't Barcelona move Kounde to centre back with Kubashi, then they get Dumfries at right back? I mean, unfortunately, I think that if we sign Dumfries, that's probably what we're gonna do. If we sell Kounde, sack Deco immediately. Are you happy with Rashford? I'm just content with Rashford. That's it. These guys, but hey, listen, man. I don't do my scouting, guys. Apparently, I don't do my scouting. I don't know enough about these players. Can I just wake up with us signing Van der Sar? Bruh, we can only dream, man. We can only dream. This club, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But hey, listen, guys. Last topic I want to just talk about before we get out of here, guys. Listen, I know I haven't talked about him in a long time, but listen, we're gonna talk about him now, guys. Man like Frenkie de Jong, ladies and gentlemen. Man like Frenkie, they're saying that Frenkie de Jong is set to sign a contract renewal soon. The club are only waiting for his agreement with agent Ali Dawson to expire, which is just a matter of time, and both sides remain relaxed about the situation. Now, if you guys know anything about this whole situation with Frenkie de Jong, we know when it comes to Frenkie, he wants to leave. I'm sorry, he wants to sign, and well, the reason why the deal itself is taking so long is because of his agent. His agent is trying to get as much money out of this deal as he can. No, man, he's trying so hard to get the most out of this deal. And I think De Jong himself, he's kind of gotten tired of it. Right? I think that De Jong himself has gotten tired. Because here's the thing with Frenkie, right? I genuinely believe that Frenkie has no intentions of leaving Barca. The guy is settled at Barca, bro. He has a family, he's got a wife, he's got a kid, right? He just bought a house in Barca. This guy, his mind, he has no intentions of leaving, right? He's clearly has long-term wants to be here. The problem is his agent Ali Dawson was literally doing everything to make this deal as complicated as he could, right? And in the end, Frenkie de Jong has to make a decision. Frenkie de Jong had to make a decision, and Frenkie de Jong made the right decision in my mind, right? Because you don't want to. We've seen this in the past, especially in this club, when agents have literally ruined deals for the players. You understand what I mean? Like, you have to be smart. Right? And for Frenkie de Jong, I think he's doing the right thing, right? And for me, I'm not even stressed about this deal anymore, because I genuinely believe that he wants to stay, right? And he is going to stay. So, I hope that, for his sake, he can just sign his deal. Because listen, man, this saga between De Jong and Barcelona has been going on for a very long time, man. It's been going on for a very long time, man. I've gotten to a point where I'm just tired, bro. I'm like, bro, either he signs the deal or he leaves. It's one of the two. I'm not interested in like keeping this guy anymore. Just get like I'm not interested in like this drama anymore. It's the drama itself that pisses me off, not even the deal itself. So yeah, hopefully we get this deal done soon. Says, bro, Dumfries is not good enough for winning the Champions League. He got cooked by any half decent winger, and he's a right left wing. He says he's a right wing back, not a right back. Facts. Deco just wants a big name right now. He says, I get the feeling Omar really wants Van der Sar. Just a feeling though. Oh, how did you know? You know me so well, Rabona. Says, do you think Bernal and Pedri will have a better partnership than Frenkie and Pedri as the season goes on? I don't want to put that amount of pressure on Bernal. Bernal is still young and he's still adapting to the club. But for me, you know what? He has the potential, but I'm not putting all the attention onto him. Wasn't he having an issue with his contract since the COVID time? No, he started having his contract problems around 2022, the World Cup year. That was when he was having all of these drama, bro. Since 2022, that's been 3 years, man. That first El Clasico was 0-0. De Jong came on, evil, man. Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. As long as De Jong gets wages cut, he can sign the deal. Plus his wife, if I'm not mistaken, is pregnant again, and there's no way he wants to leave. Yeah, his wife also doesn't want to leave Barca as well. His wife doesn't want to leave Barca either. Says, why the fuck you actually in the middle feeling for Rashford? Bro, the man is here, whether we like it or not. We've got to root for him. Stop this gimmick of not liking the idea and the record. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't like the deal, but I'll support it. Did I say I'm not going to support it? That's the thing. People, see, here's the issue, right? Just because I'm not a fan of the deal doesn't mean I'm going to shit on it now that it's here. I'm sure Livingston, you just got here, right? But here's the thing. The chat are not happy about this deal. But I started the stream and I gave credit. I said, you know what, bro? The bar is low. Come work hard. You have to put the time in now. This is your time now to shine. Because you wanted this move. Now you gotta get the move. Now you gotta work hard for the move. Okay? It's not about being critical. It's not about, you don't like this move, so you're gonna shit on it. Listen, the bar is low. I'm not expecting much from this guy. He needs to come in and work hard for it. But now that he's here, what? Am I just supposed to? I'm not going to say and shit on the deal now that he's here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I don't have to like it, but he's here. Big up to Kushana, man. How you doing? He says, get De Jong to sign a new contract, and we don't need a midfielder signing for the next 5+ years. I don't think we need a midfielder signing anytime soon. 100%. 100%. And speaking of Bernal, guys, because this is some news that I just saw right now. I don't even care enough about it, right? But this is apparently some news that just came out this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, AS Roma have shown strong interest in Bernal, and Betis have also shown interest. Now listen. Here's the thing when it comes to Marc Bernal. I don't know what these guys are smoking. Because here's the thing. This guy clearly is a guy that the club have high hopes for. Right? Now, I want to ask you guys in the chat a question. Are you guys open to letting Bernal go on loan this season to get game time? Or would you rather just keep him and let him adapt to the system? I'm actually very curious. What do you guys want? Because here's the thing. I would keep Bernal, right? However, if it's a loan deal to let him get some more game time, or maybe Flick might not might not be able to give him a lot of game time, I might be open to it, right? But that's the only thing I'm going to be open to. I am not open to selling Bernal. No chance in hell. No chance in hell. And here's the thing. We know that last season, before his ACL injury, Flick trusted him. So I don't really hold too much weight on this deal anyways. I think that this is just, papers, just selling papers, man. I don't, just selling papers for the sake of selling papers. I don't see this deal happening. I think Flick trusts this guy way too much. You understand what I mean? And yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day also, guys, Barcelona, they'll be flying, I think they're flying to Japan tomorrow or later today. I don't know. I've heard, and some players are not going to be in the preseason. Apparently, guys like Romeo, Paul Victor, Iñaki Peña might not be in the team, or maybe he might be. But yeah, some people are definitely missing out, right? And for me, it is what it is. I mean, I've been hearing apparently that the preseason game against on Saturday against Vissel Kobe has been cancelled. I'm not really sure about that whole situation. Oh, it says Japan flight not cancelled. Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I am going to be closing out soon, guys, because I have to prepare for Kule's Culture Show, which is coming up like literally 15 minutes from now. So I'm just going to go out, maybe get some to eat, and then come back. Give me a second. But big up to every single one of you guys who've been here throughout this stream, guys. You guys have been absolutely elite. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Says you was on the Football Chaos show, and like this deal was nonsense. Like what was that for? Listen, Livingston. Here's the problem, bro. You guys hear me shout, and you guys don't listen to my words. That's the problem, Livingston. All you guys do is, oh, Omar is shouting. Why is he shouting? You listen to what I'm saying. How about that? How about you stop listening to the fact that I'm screaming and actually listen to what I'm saying in my words? I never said I was against the deal. I've made it very clear. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. I'm not against the deal. I'm against the fact that we're paying him so much to be a bench player. But this is the thing, bro. Nobody wants to listen to your words. They want to when they hear you scream, that's all they hear. Oh, he's screaming again. Why is he screaming again? Fine, bro. Fine. Listen, I have my own opinions. I've said this before. On this channel and on my channel, bro, I speak for myself. I'm not here to sound like other Barcelona content creators. Okay? Other Barca content creators can try to spin this as some kind of positive deal. Okay? I don't think it's a terrible deal because it's a loan deal. However, I think it's a shit deal because we're paying him so much when apparently our wage bill is the reason why we can't register players. Think for 1 second. The reason why we've not been able to register players is because of how much money we're paying some of the players in the club. And we're paying this guy 14 million. That is why I'm pissed off. That is why I was ranting. But no, you guys don't, but you don't want to listen to my words. You just heard me screaming. So you're thinking, he's screaming because they're talking about Rashford. So clearly he hates the move. Whatever, man. Live in your own world, man. I don't care, man. You guys are just a lost cause, man. Big up to Kushana. Says they think Bernal is just another youngster. He is untouchable. Facts. What do you think is gonna happen to Casado next season? I mean, he will definitely play. If Bartomeu was in charge, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if we sold him. Yeah, hey, 100%. If this was Bernal, let me tell you, if Bartomeu was in charge, guys like Casado, Fermin, flipping Gavi, heck, even Yamal would have probably still been in the academy. Like, bro, this guy doesn't trust anybody, man. He says after his year injury, he may play a few minutes like Gavi. That's also true. If it's about game time, then loan him. Same reason I wanna loan Hendrik out as well. Facts. The Japan tour is cancelled. Look at Barca news. Oh, it's been so they're saying it's not cancelled. Yeah, big up to you. Kushana says, I'm not trusting any other club to take care of Bernal's recovery in the loan move. He's a generational talent, and we need to be extremely careful with him. Big up, man. Nah, man, listen, I'm just tired, man. People always, you know what it is? People hear you ranting and they're not listening to your words. That's the problem, bro. It's in every single content creator. It's not even me. I see it all the time. Whenever like I listen to other content creators and they're ranting, people always listen to them and just shout, and nobody's actually listening to their words. They're like, oh, this guy's always shouting. Oh, this guy's always critical. Oh, always, this guy's always is always passionate. Oh, this guy, he's never happy. He's always trying. He always has a vendetta against the club. He has a vendetta against the manager. He always has a vendetta against the sporting director. He wants the director gone. All right, bro. Whatever, man. Just do whatever you want, man. Big up to Reno, man. Big up to Reno. Anyways, appreciate every single one of you guys who's been here, guys. I am going to be closing now because, guys, I have to go. I have to get ready and fix the show. Yeah, bro, that's my guy. That is my guy right there. That's my guy. People never listen to Northside whenever he's saying these things. Nobody listens. They don't listen. All they hear is someone just shouting, speaking in Portuguese, saying words in Portuguese and all of these stuff. Right? Nobody's actually interested in listening to the word, what these guys are saying. And the funny thing is, if they took time out of their day to listen to what these guys are saying, maybe they'll be like, you know what? I may not like the way he says it, but I hear what he's saying. Bro, you wasn't even shouting. I was in pain like, bruh, is not, wait, what do you say? It says, bro, what, bro, you was not even shouting. I was pain like, bro, I don't even know what you're saying. Bro hasn't kicked the ball yet. Brother, keep listening to my words here. Forget about the deal itself. Here is the issue here, Livingston. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Barcelona, we are strapped for cash. This is the truth at this club. We have been strapped for cash. The reason why we're not in the 1-on-1 rule is because of our wage bill. Right? If you have issues with your wage bill, you then have to be careful how much you pay players. I don't care how much money they've been in the other clubs that they're in. You have to be careful with how much you pay players. Right? This is what my anger came from. Whether I was shouting, whether I was critical, it doesn't matter. My point is this. My frustration comes from the fact that the club keep telling us we can't go out and buy players. We can't go out and register players. This is what the club always tell us, right? And then in the same vein, the club will then go out and say we're going to spend 60 million, potentially 100 million on a Luis Diaz, or we're going to give Rashford a loan deal, which I'm guessing we're not going to pay anything. But guess what? We're paying him 14 million a year. This is my point. They say one thing when they can't bring the players that we want, but then they will bring players that maybe we might not fancy. But then they'll put him in wages where we're like, bro, I thought you said that we couldn't put this amount of money down. This is the issue here. Sometimes this is the issue here, man. It's not always about, being toxic or being loud. Sometimes, guys, you got to understand, I'm not interested in trying to sound like anybody. I've said this before. I'm not. Okay? Even, trust me, there's a lot of these people who I know, who I speak to all the time. I speak to these people on real life. They know when I talk to them on the phone, I sound like this when I'm talking to them on the phone. So this is me on YouTube and outside of YouTube. When I'm critical, I say my opinion. And here's the thing. Sometimes people don't like it. But I always tell people is that try to listen to the words that people are using. Because sometimes maybe you wouldn't react that way. Right? Says, bro, if the board couldn't register him, like, why would we even bring him in? Get my point? Okay. So that is okay. So Livingston, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Can the club register him? Most likely, because if they couldn't, they wouldn't have signed him. But here's the important thing now, right? We still need to go out in the window and potentially go and get a fullback. Because I don't know if you've seen my news. I've just talked about how Flick also wants a fullback. If we have a fullback, if we need a fullback, right? If we register Rashford under the money that he's getting paid, it's very likely that we might not be able to register the fullback that we sign. Basically because because of Rashford's registration, we are now on the 101 rule or above the 101 rule. Do you understand what I mean? See, this is what I mean, bro. You have to be smart. It's not like at the end of the day, no one's saying don't go and get players, but you have to make smart signings when you are limited in your budget. You have to make smart signings, not just in the matter of how much you're buying the players for, but also how much wages you're paying these players for. If you know that in your league, wage bills, right, go a long way into proving what the club can do, what the future of the club can be. But listen, Livingston, I'm gonna have to continue this thing. Listen, big up to every single one of you guys. Listen, I'm gonna redirect this stream to the show, the coolest culture show, guys. Right? If you guys have anything you want to ask me in there, Livingston, if you have anything you want us to ask me there, you can ask me when I'm there. You feel me, right? But I do want to close out here because I want to set that thing up. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. Big up to every single one. You guys have been absolutely elite as always. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me actually fix this thing very, very quickly, guys, while I'm still here. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this stream will be redirecting you all, yes, to coolest culture, guys. Anyway, guys, big up to every single one of you guys. Once again, man, appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I mentioned, this stream will be redirecting you guys to coolest culture. You guys go in there, turn on the notification bell on the coolest culture. That way, if I go live, you guys will know and you guys can pop in, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys. This has been another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And yeah, like I always say whenever I end these streams, guys, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya, and peace, you guys. Take care.